What is the most infamous fan fiction in the history of the internet?
Ebony, it's not what you think.
Author's note. Stop flaming, okay?
You come in cold, you're covered in blood. Draco's all so happy you've arrived. Oh!
And without further ado, Andrew, our narrator, set the scene for My Immortal.
Special fangs. Get it? Because I'm gothic. To my girlfriend. Ew, not in that way. Raven, Bloody Tears 666, for helping me with the story and spelling. You are okay.
You rock.
You're the love.
You rock.
You rock?
You are
Dude,
okay.
I don't know how to read this scene.
This is you rock.
Come on, didn't you have a scene phase? This
Dude,
is how you
that's
cut
the
it.
thing. I never had a scene phase, so this is going to be an adventure.
You
for
are
This is gonna be
okay.
amazing
Keep going.
for you.
All right.
Yeah, keep going.
You rock. Justin, you're the love of my depressing life. You rock too. MCR rocks. Chapter 1.
Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway, and I have long ebony black hair. That's how I got my name. With purple streaks and red tips that reaches my red mid-back and acid blue eyes like limpid tears, and a lot of people tell me I look like Am A Lee.
Author note. If you don't know who she is, then get the hell out of here.
Sorry, boys, I don't know who that is. I'm out.
Alright, I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's a major fucking hottie. That's incestual. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white.
What the fuck? Like, can we back up to that? Why does she wish she was related to him? God, like,
he's a major
I wish
hottie.
I was his girlfriend. I wish I was related to him so I could.
He's
Sorry.
from Mississippi. There's different rules there, Doplex.
That's true. That's
They have
true.
to be related. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. Problematic. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I go to magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell. I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic and buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it, and black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, red eyeshadow. I walk outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them.
Hey, Ebony.
She looked up. It was Draco Malfoy.
What's up, Draco?
Nothing.
But then I heard my friends call and I had to go away. That's chapter 1.
To go away.
That's some motherfucking bullshit.
What a beautiful first chapter. Goddamn.
Chapter 1.
Is it good? Please tell me, Fangs. Chapter 2. Thanks to Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the chapter. By the way, preps, stop flaming my story. Okay?
The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out my coffin and took off my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead,
Nothing
I put
else?
on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears, and I put my hair in a kind of messy bun.
Dialogue description, quite minimal. What she's wearing description, quite long.
My friend Willow
Author note, Raven, this is you.
woke up and then grinned at me. She flipped her long waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened up her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini fishnets and pointed high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup.
Black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner.
Oh my fucking god, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday.
Yes, so?
Do you like Draco?
She asked as they went out the Slytherin common room into the Great Hall.
Of course, then. So
No, I so fucking don't!
Yeah, right.
Just then, Draco walked up to her.
hi.
Hi.
Guess what?
What?
Good Charlotte are having a concert at Hogsmeade.
Oh my fucking god! I love GC! They're my favorite band besides MCR!
Well, do you want to go with me?
Chapter 3. Chapter 3. Author note, stop flaming the story preps, okay? Otherwise, thanks to Gothic people for the good reviews. Thanks again, Raven. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't own this or the lyrics. For good Charlotte.
I would have never known.
Charlotte.
I'm glad that despite her anarchic ways, she does respect copyright law.
On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with the
here we
high
go.
heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. Then I put on black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front.
Just miscellaneous corset stuff.
Just random pieces of trash.
I put on matching fishnets on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I slipped one of
What? So out of pocket.
It's also like,
I was getting dressed up and then I felt depressed. So I slit one of my
and you're
wrists.
going to see your favorite band with like the boy you love. Like what?
I felt a little depressed, so I let some out.
Oh, sorry, I was not expecting.
I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some I painted my nails black and I put tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert.
No,
As you do.
Maybe you should have let some blood go if you were willing. If you needed to drink some more.
Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt, baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner.
Corpse husband.
Author's note, a lot for cool boys, were it okay?
Hi, Draco.
Hi, Ebony.
Then they walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz. The license plate said 666 and flew to the place with the concert. On the
Place, I forget where it was.
On the way, they listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. They both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When they got there, they both hopped out of the car. They went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as they listened to Good Charlotte.
You come in cold, you're covered in blood.
Draco,
They're
jump up
all
and down.
so happy you've arrived. The doctor cuts your cord, hands you to your mom. She sets you free into this
Sang Joel from Good Charlotte. I don't know the lyrics to that song.
Joel is so fucking hot.
Suddenly, Draco looked sad.
What's wrong? Hey, it's okay. I don't like him better than you.
Really?
Really? Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hillary fucking Duff.
Hillary
I fucking hate that little
Clinton.
bitch.
The night went on really well, and they had a great time. After the concert, they drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. They got GC concert tees. They crawled back into the Mercedes. They crawled back
Quaylands.
into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back into Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into the Forbidden Forest. Chapter 4.
Driving into the
Forest theme
Forbidden
song.
Author's note. I said stop flaming OK Ebony's name. It's Enoby, not Mary Sue, okay? Draco is so in love with her that she is acting different. They and each other before, okay?
It's you.
Draco, what the fuck do you think you are doing?
Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and he walked out of it. Ebony walked
What?
out of it too.
But it's
curiously.
flying. How do you walk out?
He fell and died. That's the end.
What the fucking hell?
Ebony?
What? Draco leans in extra close, and I looked into his gothic red eyes,
He was wearing color contacts.
which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness, and then suddenly, I didn't feel so mad anymore. And then, suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately, Draco climbed on top of me, and we started to make out keenly against the tree. He took off my top, and I took off his clothes. I even took off my bra. Then he put his thingy in my you-know-what, and we did it for the first time.
All right, James, you better give one hell of a performance on her first vinegar strokes.
Yeah.
She was beginning to get an orgasm. They started to kiss everywhere, and Ebony's pale body became all warm. And then...
What the hell are you doing, motherfuckers?
That's his line in the Goblet of Fire movie, like taken to its like logical extreme.
Draco, did you put your penis into the ebony of pussy?
It was...
And we're back.
Dumbledore. Chapter 5. Author's note! Stop flaming. If you flame, it means you're a prep or a poser. The only reason Dumbledore swore is because he had a headache, okay? And on top of that, he was mad at them for having sex. P.S. I'm not updating until I get good reviews. God damn it.
You ludicrous fools!
Ebony started to cry tears of blood down her pallid face.
Jesus.
Pallid?
What?
Draco comforted her. When they went back to the castle, Dumbledore took them to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry.
They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest.
Oh, he's lying.
Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces?
How dare you?
Because I love her!
Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said,
Fine. Very well. You may go up to your room.
It's really good.
Draco and Ebony went upstairs while the teachers glared at them.
Are you okay, Ebony?
Yeah, I guess.
She went to the girls' dorm and brushed her teeth and her hair and changed into a low-cut black floor-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels.
This fucking bitch.
When she came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom, and he started to sing I Just Want to Live by Good Charlotte. Then they hugged and kissed. After that, they said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back into his room. Chapter 6. Arthur's note. Shut up, preps, okay? P.S. I will not update up until you give me good revows. The next day, she woke up in her coffin.
Come on. Read it, bro. Bro, I gotta get dressed. I mean, come on.
She put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end, and a matching top with red skulls all over it, and high-heeled boots that were black. Then she put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses. My ears. Then she spray painted her hair with purple. In the great
Put on her Cookie Monster snapback.
In the great hall, Ebony ate some Count Chocula cereal. Come on, are you serious? Ebony ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk and a glass of red blood,
That's a bit excessive.
opposed to the others.
Would you eat like cereal and milk with a glass of milk to the side? That's kind of fucked.
Glass of milk. Yeah.
Andrew would.
Suddenly, someone bumped into her. All the blood spilled over her top.
Bastard!
She regretted saying it even when she looked up, because she was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair and red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that it was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses, just like Draco's, and there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joel Madden.
It looked exactly like Joe Budden.
Like John Madden.
He was so sexy that Ebony's body went all hot when she saw him, kind of like an erection, only she is Anne Girl, so she didn't get one, you sicko.
Am I the sicko? You put that thought in my head. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Bill, my knee. please. That's all right. What's your name?
Oh, my name's Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days.
Why?
Oh, because I love the taste of human blood.
Well, I am a vampire.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
It did say you roared that.
It did.
Then Draco came up behind them and told Ebony he had a surprise for her, so she went away with him. Chapter 7, Bring Me to Life.
Yo.
She named this chapter.
Yeah, we're going up.
yeah.
Author's note. Well, okay, you guys, I'm only writing this because I got 5 God reviews. And by the way, I won't write the next chapter till I get 10 good Vons. Stop flaming or I'll report you. Ebony isn't a Mary Sue, okay? She isn't perfect. She's a Satanist.
No, Satan.
Oh, wait a minute. Yes, she's a Satanist. And she has problems. She's depressed, for God's sake.
Good ones.
I like how she just gives up trying to write for these author notes. Like she writes
just it all goes out the window.
Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red satinist sings on my nails in red nail polish.
Author's note. See, does that sound like a Mary Sue to you?
I waved. I waved to Vampire. Hey, Harry Potter, wave back. Your name is just Vampire. I waved to Vampire.
Hi.
Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway.
I gotta say, does that sound like a Mary Sue and then go on to say literally the most Mary Sue thing you can ever say?
Exactly. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door, and then...
You're not allowed to do that in Hogwarts, though, so she's clearly not a real fan.
We started Frenching passively. Like we were like kind of Frenching, but yeah.
Oh, they're checking their phones at the same time.
Yeah, that's
They're doing
exactly
crossword puzzles, playing Sudoku, while tonguing at each other's assholes.
You know what 4 down is?
We started Frenching passively, and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took off my top. Then I took off my black leather bra and he took off his pants.
He's so sweaty.
We went on the bed and started making out naked. And then he put his boy thingy in mine and we had sex.
His boy's thingy.
I like how you've given her this nice southern drawl as well. His boss thing.
I feel like she's from like Mississippi.
He put his boy's thingy in mine.
It implies that they're docking because it's like he put his boy thingy in mine.
In my own boy's thingy. Yeah.
Oh, Draco!
Ebony screamed while getting an orgasm when all of a sudden she saw a tattoo she had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it in bloody gothic writing were the words
Rest in peace, Brian.
She was so angry.
You bastard!
No, but you don't understand.
No, you fucking idiot! You probably have AIDS anyway!
Ebony put on her clothes all huffily and then stomped out. Draco ran even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but she was too mad to care. Ebony stomped out and did so until she was in Vampir's classroom, where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people.
Vampire Potter, you motherfucker!
Chapter 8. Author's note. Stop flassing, okay? If you do, then you're a prep. Everyone in the class stared at Ebony, and then Draco came in the room even though he was naked, and started begging her to take him back.
Ebony, it's not what you think.
Ebony's friend Bloody Mary Smith smiled at her understandingly.
Bloody with an apostrophe.
Smiled at her understatedly. She flipped her long, waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother, and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it.
He was really bummed out.
He was really fucking bummed out.
It was quite a pisser.
She still
It
has
was not epic.
She still
Based
has nightmares
moment.
about it, and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is Smith and not Granger. Author's note, since she is converted to Satanism, she is in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor.
Thanks for the clarification.
What is it that you desire, you ridiculous dimwit?
Snape demanded angrily. Ebony ignored him.
Vampire! I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco.
Everyone gasped.
I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had been out with Vampire
Author's note, he is bi and so is Ebony.
for a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid, preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore.
Yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard.
Ebony ran out of the room and into the forbidden forest where she had lost her virility to Virility? Ebony ran out of the room and into the forbidden forest where she had lost her
Which
virility to
conveniently was
Draco,
right if you-
and then she started to burst into tears. Chapter
Not everybody
9.
knows about Hogwarts. Snape's potions classroom faces into the forbidden forest. So it's just a direct,
Right on the edge.
it's a direct
just
run
jumped out
out.
the window.
Yeah.
And also, that says she bust into tears. Just saying.
Oh, she
Oh, she busted the teeth.
She bust into tears.
I'm about to bust.
Chapter 9. Author's note. Stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is...
What?
Hey, you're writing a fanfiction so that you haven't finished.
Yeah, what the fuck?
This is from the movie, okay? So it's not her fault for Dumbledore swears. Beswids, I said he had a headache. And the reason Snap doesn't lick Harry now is because he's Christian and a vampire is a Satanist. MCR rocks!
What'd she throw that
Thank
in
you,
there?
author.
Thank you, Arthur.
All right.
Ebony was so mad and sad. She couldn't believe Draco for cheating on her. She began to cry. She began to cry against the tree where she did it with Draco. Then, all of a sudden, an horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards her on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie, and he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort. She just said it was basically like Voldemort in the movie.
Right, but picture Voldemort from the movie. Picture Voldemort, alright? Now what if that was Voldemort?
Nice guy.
But then Voldemort shouted, Imperious! And she couldn't run away.
Crookshanks.
Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. Ebony felt bad for him, even though she's a sadist, so she stopped.
She's a very good
Stop
sadist.
feeling bad.
Ebony, thou must kill Vampire Potter.
I don't want to.
I'm yelling in agony right now.
But Vampire's sexy. This is to myself. But Vampire's
Oh.
sexy eyes. And his gothic black hair, and how his face looks just like Joel Madden. Draco has said I didn't understand. So I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up? No, Voldemort.
Voldemort gave her a gun.
No, please.
Thou must. If thou does not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco.
How did you know?
Voldemort got a, dude, you're so retarded look on his face.
I have telekinesis, and if you doth not kill Vampire, thou know what will happen to Draco.
Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. Ebony was scared and mad and didn't know what to do. Suddenly, Draco came into the woods.
Alright, like.
Hi.
He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. Get it? Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way.
Ah, okay, I get it. I thought she meant that he's wearing messy eyeliner like a pentagram. I was like, how is that logically?
None of this is logic, kudos.
Draco, are you okay?
No.
I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me.
That's okay.
Then they went back to Hogwarts together, making out.
And Andrew is fucking quoting here.
Andrew's quoting it, and you can decide later if you want to believe it.
This is from like 2011 or some shit. We have to retain the integrity of the story.
I was thinking, I really want to look into what this chick's doing now, because she's like 27. She's probably like a real estate agent now or some shit. I would love to know.
Or dead.
One of her
What
clients
she went
finds
on
this.
to.
Fangs for the deal on this house. She's like, oh, no!
Stop it! Stop it! Author's note, shut the fuck up!
Author's note, stop it, you gay. If you do not like my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle after all, and she and Vampire are evil. That's why they moved houses, okay?
E-day, Y-day.
I thought the sorting hat was infallible. This is like a wall of text. This is the fucking.
Yeah,
no, man.
This is the Game of Thrones wall, but in text form.
Yeah, everybody buckle up.
Yeah, make the Mexicans pay for this next wall of text.
Yeah. Ebony was really scared about Voldemort all day. She was even upset, went to rehearsals with her gothic metal band Bloody Gothic Rose 666. She's the lead singer of it and also plays guitar. People say that they sound like a cross between GC, Slipknot, and MCR. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron, although they call him Diabolo.
They call Ron Diablo. What is he, a fucking cholo?
If you didn't know, Ron's actually Mexican in the original.
No, but it doesn't even matter that it doesn't even matter that he's a ginger, because read the next line now.
He has black hair now with blue streaks in it.
They named him Diablo and changed his only fucking characteristic that would make him fucking demon-like. Who else is in the band?
And Hagrid. Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed. A real twist there. So they weren't coming out, and Bloody Gothic Rose 666 wrote songs instead. They knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists.
Yo!
But
Do these people just have like a routine that they have to uphold? Like, all right, be depressed, slit my wrists,
No, but
drink my
you know
blood,
that
write some
routine
songs.
so well.
Play in a band with Hagrid, with 40-year-old Hagrid.
he wouldn't die because he's a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a CROSS. And the vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. Ebony put on a black leather
Corpse
skirt
husband.
that showed off her shirt. I read that as skirt, and I was wondering how that showed off her boobs. Ebony put on a
I
black
was
leather
watching a
shirt.
depressing movie like Big Fat Liar.
Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like Shallow Hell.
Ebony put on a black leather shirt that showed off her boobs and tiny matching miniskirt that said Simple Plan on the butt. You might think she's a slut, but she's really not. They were singing a
Simple
cover of
Plan on the
Helena,
butt.
and at the end of the song, Ebony suddenly busted into tears.
Busted.
Ebony, are you okay?
What the fuck do you think?
Jesus Christ, goddamn.
Damn.
Well, Voldemort came and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry. But I don't want to kill him because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. I bust into tears again.
Suddenly, Draco jumped out from behind a wall.
Why didn't you fucking tell me?
My neighbors are gonna think we're having a fucking domestic.
How could you fucking poser muggle bitch?
You really sold that one.
Yo, he really went in on that one. Author's note. See, is that out of character?
Yes.
Ebony started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry, too all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. They
I
practiced
read
for
that as
one more.
he ran out of crying, like he lost.
Well, I'm all out.
Well, I'm done.
It's like James like completing by throwing up. I mean, getting
They practiced for one more hour, then suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and Ebony knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache.
What have you done?
He started to cry wisely.
Ebony, Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists.
Bitch, you literally just said one fucking
broke
page
the rules
ago
of the universe, Ebony.
that he couldn't die unless it was by a CROSS.
Son of a bitch.
Chapter 11. Author's note. I said stop flaming up, preps. See if this chapter is shrupid. 111. It deals with really Swiss issues. See for yourself. It's just stupid. Brew fangs for my friend Raven for helping me.
She got banned from the mall.
Ebony was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort her, but she told her to fuck off, and she ran to her room crying. Dumbledore chased after her shouting, but he had to stop when Ebony went into her room, because he would look like a perv that way. Anyway, Ebony started crying tears of blood, and then she slit both of her wrists. They got all over her clothes, so she took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while she put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. She spelled steak wrong. She grabbed a steak and almost stuck it into her heart. She was so fucking depressed. She got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it sandally. She put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. She couldn't fucking believe it. Then she looked out the window and screamed. Snap was spying on Ebony and he was taking a videotape of her, and Lupin was masticating to it. They were sitting on their broomstick.
Ew, you fucking perv! Stop looking at me naked! Are you pedos or what?
She screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Mason on it. Suddenly,
Mason
grabs her towel.
Suddenly, Vampire ran in.
Abracadabra!
He yelled at
That's
Snape
not a
and
spell.
Lupin, pointing at his womb. Ebony took her gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming, and the camera broke. Suddenly,
Pointing at his womb?
Dumbledore ran in.
Okay, what the fuck?
Her
I see what you mean
brain
now.
has
This
just
seems like a
turned to-
piss take.
Yeah.
It turns into like just water and leaks out of her ears. This is nothing.
Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in.
Ebony, boy, I tell you what, it has been revealed that someone has. Boy, no.
He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his hand, and suddenly, Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said,
Everyone, we need to talk!
What do you know, Hagrid?
the
You're just a
Ukraine.
little Hogwarts student.
I may be a Hogwarts student,
Hagrid paused angrily.
but I'm also a Satanist!
This cannot be.
Blood dripped from Snap's hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him.
Wasn't it Harry?
Dude, I don't fucking know.
Ebony shot him with a gun.
I thought he shot him in the womb.
There must be other factors.
You don't have any!
Lupin held up the camera triumphantly.
The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there.
Ebony felt faint, more than she normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood.
Why are you doing this?
And then Ebony heard the words that she had heard before, but not from him. She did not know whether to feel shocked and happy or to bite him and drink his blood, because she felt faint.
Because!
Hagrid said, and he paused in the air dramatically, waving his wand in the air. Then swooped he in, singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent.
So my Jay-Z joke before wasn't far off.
It wasn't.
Because you're gothic.
I don't know why I did Heath Ledger Joker
Yeah, I did
there,
the
but
same.
That'll do.
Snarp. Snarp asked in a little afraid voice because he was afraid and it meant he was connected with Satan.
Because I love her!
Yelled Hagrid.
Chapter 12. Author's note. Stop freaking okay. What? Author's note. Stop freaking, okay? Hagrid is a pedo too. A lot of people in American schools are like that. I wanted to address the issue. How do you not snap and Christian plus Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony? That was Cedric, okay? Are you all, I hope you're all following closely at home.
Hagrid is a pedo.
So wait, hold on. I'm so confused by that one because she says like, no, it's okay. Hagrid is a pedo as well. Like, does that just mean that's a normal thing at Hogwarts?
Yes.
Ebony was about to slit her wrists again with the silver knife that Drago had given her in case
Imagine you tell someone you love them. Imagine you tell someone you love them and they're just like, all right, I'm gonna slit my wrist. You fat bitch. I'm slitting my wrists. I'm over this.
With the silver knife that Drago had given her in case anything happened to him. He had told her to use it valiantly against an...
I don't know.
Eniher? That's very close to a bad word.
Someone cut that out of context.
But she knew that they must both go together. She began to slit her wrists.
No!
Ebony thought it was... Ebony thought it was Hagrid that yelled, but it was Vampire. Ebony was in the school nurse's office now, recovering from her slit wrists. Snap and Lupin and Hagrid, they were going to St. Mango's after they recovered because they were pedophiles. And you can't have those fucking pervs teaching in school with lots of hot girls.
I thought this is normal in America.
Dumbledore had constipated the Kiddio camera they took of Ebony naked. She put up her middle finger at them. Anyway, Hagrid came into her hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses.
Enopy, I need to tell you something.
Fuck off. You know, I fucking hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you.
No, Enopy, these are not roses.
What are they, Gost of U proser prep?
I saved your life.
No, you didn't. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton P video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin.
But Lupin masturbated.
No.
He masturbated. Author's note. See, is that spelled wrong?
Yes, to it. Not me.
Whatever.
Hagrid pointed his wand at the pink roses.
These aren't roses.
He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered musically.
Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say.
That's not a spell. That's an MCR song.
I knew. I was just warming up my vocal chords.
Then he screamed.
Petulus moringo micromicili romancio imo noto okayo.
I know at the end.
5 languages.
At the end, it's saying I'm not okay-o. if you look closely.
And then the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air, and it was Blak. Now Ebony knew he wasn't a prep.
Okay, I believe you now. Where the fuck is Draco?
Hagrid rolled his eyes. Then Ebony looked into the balls of flame, but she could see nothing.
See, Enabi, to see what is in the flames, you must find yourself first. Okay?
I have found myself okay, you mean old man.
So I'm so sorry to everyone in Scotland.
Dumbledore looked shocked. He didn't have a headache or else he would have said something back. Anyway, Ebony got better. She went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then she put on black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy Joel Armstrong on them. She put her hair all around her so she looked like Samara from The Ring. Author's note. If you don't know who she is, you're a prep, so fuck off. And then she put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss.
You look kawaii, girl.
Thanks. You do too.
Brace yourselves. Ebony slit both of her wrists, feeling totally depressed, and she sucked all of the blood. She cried again in her bathroom and put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. She went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magic creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared, and he had used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking off some blood from a Hufflepuff.
Hi.
Hi back.
They both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes, so much like Draco's. Then they jumped on each other and started screwing each other.
Yo!
Stop it now, you horny simpletons.
Shouted Professor McGoggle, who was watching us, and so was everyone else.
Vampire, you fucker!
She slapped him.
Stop trying to screw me. You know I love Draco.
Ebony ran away angrily. Just then, Harry Vampire started to scream.
Just forgot his name's Vampire Potter. OMFG, no! Me scar hurts!
And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. Ebony ran up closer.
I thought you didn't have a scar anymore.
Oh yeah, I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me, yeah? I always cover it up with foundation. Anyway, me scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage.
Special thanks to Raven, my Gothic's blood sister. What the fuck you supposed to ritis?
What the fuck?
Hey Raven, do you know where my sweater eye? Chapter 13. Author's note, Raven, thanks for gelping me again. I'm sorry I took your poster of Gerard, but that guy is such a fucking sex bomb. Prep, stop flaming! Vampire and Ebony ran up the stairs looking for Dumbledore. They were so scared.
Dumbledore!
Then Dumbledore came there.
What is it? You want now, despicable snobs?
Voldemort
as Draco!
No, don't!
We need to say Draco!
No. I don't give a darn what Voldemort does to Draco, not after how much he misbehaved in school, especially with you, Ebony. Besides, I never liked him that much anyway, I'll tell you what.
Then he walked away. Vampire started crying.
My Draco!
Author's note, don't you thick gay guys, you're like so hot.
It's okay.
Ebony tried to tell him, but that didn't stop him. He started to cry, tears of blood. Then he had a brainstorm.
I had an idea.
What?
You'll see.
Then Vampire took out his wand and did a spell. Then, suddenly, they were in Voldemort's. They were in Voldemort's lair. They ran in with their wands out just as they heard a croon voice say,
Allah Kedavra. Akbar.
It was Voldemort, Chapter 14. Author's note. Fuck off, preps, okay? Raven, thanks for helping me again. I'm sorry I couldn't update, but I was depressed, and I had to go to the hospital because I slit my wrists. P.S. I'm not updating till you give me 10 God revoice. Warning, some of this chapter is extremely scray. Viola excretion advised. They ran to where They ran to where Voldemort was. It turned out that Voldemort wasn't there. Instead, the fat guy who killed Cedric was. Piece of shit. Draco was there crying tears of blood. Snaketail was torturing him. Vampire and Ebony ran in front of Snaketail.
Who?
Who is Snaketail?
It's supposed to be a Wormtail.
Fat guy.
Oh my god.
Rid my sight, you despicable preps.
He shouted as they started shooting him with their gun. Then suddenly he looked at Ebony and he fell down with a lovey-dovey look in his eyes.
Ebony, love you, will you have sex with me?
Author's note, in this he is 16 years old, so he's not a pedophile, okay?
Enobi, I love you. Will you have sex with me?
Oh, this is okay. What?
What the fuck?
I do think not Christian, because that kind of fits.
You torture my boyfriend and then you expect me to fuck you? God, are you fucked up, you fucking bastard?
Then Ebony stabbed him in the heart. Blood poured out of it like a fountain.
Put him to the gun.
No.
Then he started screaming and running around. Then he fell down and died.
Okay, I'm dead now.
Ebony burst into tears sadly.
Hey, Snaketail, what art thou doing?
Called Voldemort. Then he started coming. They could hear his high heels clacking towards them, so they got on their broomsticks and flew to Hogwarts. They went to Ebony's room. Vampire went away. There, she started crying.
What's wrong, honey?
Asked Draco, taking off his clothes so he could screw. He had a...
Man's been back for 2 seconds and all he's got on his mind is some fucking
Damn, babe,
poontang.
what's wrong?
Voldemort put me in bondage. What are you gonna do?
He had a sex pack, get it? Because he's so sexa, and a really huge you-know-what and everything.
It's like a line I'd write for one of my videos.
It is. It's so unfair.
She yelled it.
Why can't I just be ugly or plain like all the other girls? And Prep's here except for Bloody Mary because she's not ugly or anything.
Why would you want to be ugly? I don't like the preps anyway. They are such fucking sluts. He says to the girl who literally had sex with Harry Potter in a classroom 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, but everyone is in love with me. Like Snape and Lupin took a video of me naked. Hargarid says he's in love with me. Vampire likes me, and now even Snaketail is in love with me. I just want to be with you, okay, Draco? Why couldn't Satan have made me less beautiful? I'm good at too many things. Why can't I just be normal? It's a fucking curse.
Then she ran out of the room.
Kadabra.
Chapter 15. Author's note. Stop flaming, okay? By the way, you suck from now on. Every time someone flams me, I'm gonna slit my wrists. Thanks to...
Similar to butter knife.
Thanks to Raven for heapling.
Ebony! No, please come back!
But Ebony was too mad.
Whatever. Now you can go and have sex with Vampire.
Ebony stormed off into a room and closed her black door with her blood red key. It had a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. He looked so sexy in a way that reminded her of Draco and Vampire. She started to cry and weep. She took a razor and started to slit her wrists. She drank the blood all depressed. Then she looked at her black GC. What?
Good Charlotte.
Good
Gold Coast.
I always forget it's Good Charlotte. Then she looked at her black Good Charlotte watch and noticed it was time to go to biology class. Ebony put on a short-ripped black gothic dress and said anarchy on the front in blood red letters and was all ripped in a spiky belt.
Then she put on her short-ripped black gothic dress that said tax the rich.
Under that, she put on ripped black fishnets and boots that said Joel all over them with blood red letters. Ebony
That's the least hard name.
Yeah, I know. Joel. Ebony put her ebony black hair out. Anyways, she went downstairs feeling all sad and depressed as usual. She did some advanced biology work. She was turning a bloody pentagram into a black guitar. Suddenly, the guitar turned to Draco.
Buckingham Palace has announced the death of His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh.
Ebony, I love you. I don't care what those fucking preps and posers think. You're the most beautiful girl in the world. Before I met you, I used to want to commit suicide all the time. Now I just want to fucking be with you. I fucking love you.
Then he started to sing The Chronicles of Life and Death. Author's note, they considered it their song now because they fell in love when Joel was singing it. Right in front of the entire class. His singing voice was so amazing and gothic and sexy, like a cross between Gerard, Joel, Chester, Pierre, and Marilyn Manson. Author's note, don't you think, god damn it, don't you think those guys are so hot? If you do not know who they are, get the fuck out of her.
OMFG!
Some fucking prep stared at them, but Ebony just stuck up her middle fingers that were covered in black nail polish, and they were entwined with Draco's now.
How do you stick them in?
I love you!
And then they started to kiss, just like Hillary Duff. Author's note,
Just
I
like
fucking
Hillary
hate
Clinton.
that bitch. And CMM in A Cinderella Story. Then they went away holding hands. Lupin shouted at them, but he stopped because everyone was clapping by how sexy they looked together. Then they saw a poster saying that MCR would have a concert in Hogsmeade right then.
Let's go.
Dre-
Right. The poster just says right now.
Drace and Ebony looked at each other all shocked.
Trace.
Chapter 16.
God's plan.
Chapter 16. Author's note. You know what? Shut up, okay? Prove to me you're not preps. Raven, you suck, you fucking bitch. Give me back my motherfucking sweet. You're stupid to writ this. Raven, what the fuck, you bitch? You're supposed to do this. By the way, thanks to Brittany5655 for taking so much Japanese.
Yo, she broke up with Raven. They've been co-authors this whole time. Yo, what the
This
fuck?
is a sad development.
Yeah.
A very
This is
sad
the
development
fuck.
in the lore.
This
This is sadder than anything in the story.
Yeah. Her best friend.
Okay.
Her best
I'm here for
friend
it.
betrayed her.
That's fucked up. WTF, Draco, I'm not going to a concert with you. Not after what happened to me last time. Even if it's MCR. Didn't you know how much I like him?
Well, cause we, you know.
He gadget.
Let me get a
Inspector
gadget.
Gadgeted.
Go, gadget penis.
He gadgeted uncomfortably because guys don't like to talk about you know what.
Yeah, because we know.
We won't do that again this time. We're going with an escort.
OMFG, WTF, are you giving into the mainstream? So I guess you're a prep or a Christina or what now?
How do you mutter loudly? No.
Are you becoming a prep or what?
Hey, Novi, I'm not. Please come with me.
He fell down to his knees and started singing "The World Is Black" by Good Charlotte to Ebony. Ebony was flattened because that's not even a single. He had memorized the lyrics just for her.
Okay, then. I guess I'll have to.
And then they went up to Ebony's room. Bloody Mary was standing there.
Hajime Mashite, girl. You know, Hermione Granger, famous Japanese actress.
Author's note, she specs Japanese, so do I. That means how do you do in Japanese.
Oh, by the way, Willow, that fucking poser got expelled. She failed at her classes with a K, and she skipped math.
Author's note, Raven, you fucking suck. Fuck you.
That was, dude, Willow was Raven's character. She wrote her out of the fucking story.
Oh.
Yo, this is
Damn.
fucked.
It serves that fucking bitch right.
Well, anyway, they were feeling all depressed. They were feeling all depressed, so they watched some gothic movies like Das Nightmare Before Christmas. Xmas.
Is that the German version? Das Nightmare before
Christmas.
Maybe Willow will die too.
Bloody Mare shook her head energetically, liturgically.
Oh, yes. I have a confession. After she got expelled, I murdered her. And then Lupin did it with her because he's a necrophiliac.
What?
Kawaii! Oh, hey, BTW, I'm going to a concert with Drake tonight in Hogsmeade with MCR. I need to wear the hot set outfit ever.
OMFG, totally. Let's go shopping.
And Hot Topic, right?
Ebony asked, already getting out my official Hot Topic loyalty cardy.
There's definitely makeup on my microphone now.
Ebony's head snapped it up.
What? Bloody Mary, are you a prep?
No! I found some cool gothic stores near Hogwarts, that's all.
Who told you about them?
Dumbledore. Now let me just call our Broms.
OMFG. Dumbledore?
Yeah, I saw them at for Hogsmeade on his desk. Come on, let's go.
They were going in a few punk goth stores, specially for the concerts in Hogsmeade. The salesperson was OMG hotter than Gerard, except not because that's impossible, and he gave Enderby a few dresses.
We only have these for the real goths.
It's the fucking shrunken head from the night bus in the third movie.
The real goths?
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many fucking posers there are in this town, man. Yesterday, Lupin and Snap tried to buy a gothic camera pouch. I didn't even know they had a camera.
OMFG, no, they're gonna spy on me again!
Ebony ran out of the changing room in to try on clothes.
Oh my Satan, you have to buy that outfit.
Yeah, it looks totally hot.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to you for free, because you look really hot in that outfit. Hey, are you gonna be at the concert tonight?
Yeah, I actually am. Hey, BTW, my name's Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway Terra. What's yours?
My name is Tom Ridd.
He said as he run a hand through his black dyed hair.
My hair's green right now, but imagine it's black. Maybe I'll see you there tonight, huh?
Fucker.
Hot fucker.
That was hot.
Yeah, I don't think so, because I'm gonna be there with my BF Draco, you sick perv.
What the fuck? I thought they were chilling.
They were vibing. She just shut that shit down. But before he could beg Ebony to go with him, Hagrid flew in on his black broomstick, looking worried.
OMFG and Bundy. OMFG and Bundy, you need to get back into the castle now.
It's becoming more Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Chapter 17. Author's note, I said stop filming the stereo. If you're a prep, then do not read it. You can tell whether we're a oh my god. You can tell whether you're a prep or not by my quiz. It's on my homepage. If you're not, then you're okay. If you are, then fuck off! Piz, Willow isn't really a prep. Raven, please do this. I promise to give you back your poster. Wait,
are they friends again?
She stole the poster and she's mad at Raven?
Remember? Yeah, what the fuck? Ho?
Bitch.
This is a roller coaster.
Tom Riddle gave them some clothes and stuff for free. He said he would help them with makeup if he wanted, because he was really into fashion and stuff. Author's note, he's bisexually.
Like the sauce from Rick and Morty.
He's Szechuan sauce.
Hagrid kept shooting at us to come back to Hogwarts.
Hagrid kept shooting ropes at us.
WTF, Hagrid? Fuck off, you fidget-gawking bastard!
Well, anyway, Willow came back now. Hagrid went away angrily.
Hey, bitch, you look kawaii.
Yeah, but not as kawaii as you.
Ebony answered sadly, because Willow's really pretty and everything. She had a really nice body with the big bobs and everything. She was thin enough to be What?
So, are you going to the concert with Draco?
Yeah.
I'm going with Diabolo.
Well, anyway, Draco and Diabolo came. They were both locking extremely hot and sexy, and you could tell they thought they were hot too. Diabolo was wearing a black t-shirt that said 666 on it. He was wearing tons of makeup, just like Marilyn Manson. Draco was wearing black leather pants, a gothic black Good Charlotte t-shirt, and black Vans he got from the Warped Tour. Bloodmort was... Bloodmart was going to the concert with Dracola. Dracola used to be called Navel, but it turned out that he was kidnapped at birth, and his real family were vampires. They died in a car crash.
Coca-Cola sponsorship.
We'll change your name and we'll pay you.
Navel converted to Satanism and he went goth. He was in Slytherin now, and they got in Draco car and they did pot, coke, and crack. Draco and Ebony made out. They made fun of those stupid fucking preps. Then they got there. Ebony gasped. Gerard was the sexiest guy ever. He locked even sexier than he did in pics. He was really skinny and he had an amazing ethnic voice.
It was 2005. Yeah, I guess you could still say that.
They all moshed to Helena and some other songs. Suddenly, Gerard pulled his mask. So did the other members. Ebony gasped. It wasn't Gerard at all. It was an ugly, preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Everyone ran away, but me and Draco. Draco and I came. It was Vladimorph and Death Fatinas.
Vladimorph and the Death Eaters.
I was just so confused how she had 2 sentences talking about how hot he was, and then it turns out he's just wearing a mask.
Yeah. Also, wait, what is his amazing ethnic voice? What ethnicity is Gerard Way?
I think Gerard
is just white.
Emo.
No,
You moronic idiots! Elby, I told you to kill Vampire. Thou have failed, and now I shall kill thou and Draco.
No, please.
But sadly, Voldemort took out his knife.
no!
Suddenly, a gothic man flew in on his broomstick. He had long black hair and a long black bread. He was wearing a
like a baguette.
Courtney,
I want to feel like
give me a long black bread right here, Courtney. I want a long fucking black bread.
He was wearing a black robe that said Avril Lavigne, and on the back, he shot a spell, and Vladimir ran away. It was Dumbledore. Chapter 18. Author's note. I said stop flaming. If you do, then you're a fucking prep. Thanks. Oh, they're Raven's friends again. Thanks to Raven for the help and stuff. You rock. And you're not a prep. Thanks for Masuda. P.S. The other S in Dumbledore swore is cause he trying a gothic sedur.
The reason Dumbledore swore is because he's trying to be gothic.
Yeah. So
it is. Okay.
We cracked the code.
We got the translation. Ebony woke up the next day in her coffin. She went down to the Great Hall. There are all the walls were painted black and the tables were black too. But you would see that there was pink pant underneath the black pant, and there were pastors, opposers, bands everywhere, like Ashley Simpson and the Backstreet Boys.
Yo, Backstreet Boys go hard.
WTF?
Then Ebony went to sit next to Bloody Mary and Willow and Vampire and Dracula and Draco. They started to talk about who was sexier, Mikey or Gerard Way or Billy Joe Armstrong. Then
Billy Joe.
The boys joined in because they were
Billy
bi. Author's note, bisexual.
That's like the southern way of being bisexual. Those guys are so fucking hot.
There it is.
It's a little
No, that's bisexual.
on the nose there. Now that's bisexual.
And as Navel was saying that, suddenly a gothic old man with a black beard, and he was wearing white foundation, and he had dyed his hair black.
WTF? I thought you was just wearing that to scare Voldemort.
Hello, everyone. As you can see, I gave the room a makeover. What do you think about it?
Everyone from the poser table in Gryffindor started to cheer. The real goths just looked at each other all disgusted and shook their heads. They couldn't believe what a poser he was.
By the way, you could call me Albert.
I think that is his name.
Hell yeah, Albert. Then they all left for their classes.
What a fucking poser!
Then they went to transformation. They were holding hands. Vampire looked really jealous. Ebony could see him crying blood in a gothic way, but she didn't say anything.
I bet he's having a midlife crisis.
Ebony was so fucking angry. Chapter 19. I'm not okay, I promise. Author's note. Please stop flaming the story. If you do, you're a fucking prep and you're jealous, okay? 11 from Knock Un. I'm going to Deltward Mean Revoice. 111. By the way, Evan, poor blood, so one thanks to Raven for the help. 1-1.
Yo,
Raven's back. That's good.
I'm hemorrhaging right now.
All day, they sat angrily, thinking about Dumbledore. They were so fucking pissed off. Well, Ebony had one thing to look forward to. The MCR concert. It had been postponed, so they couldn't all go. Anyway, Ebony went to the common room with Draco. They cut classes. He was being all secretive-ish.
What's wrong?
No one fucking understands me.
Draco shouted angrily as his black hair went in his big blue eyes like Billy Joel in Boulevard of Borkin Dreams.
Excuse me? What about me? What about me?
Yeah, she had to growl that one. Boy.
You fucking bastard!
No, wait, it's not what it fucking looks like.
But it was too late. Ebony knew what she heard. She ran to the bathroom angrily, crying. Draco banged on the door. Then she took out a cigarette and started to smoke pot.
Don't do it.
Suddenly, Hagrid came.
You gave me a fucking shot. WTF? Do you think you're doing in the girls' room?
Only it wasn't just Hagrid. Someone else was with him too.
Dude.
For a second, Ebony wanted it to be Tom Ridd or maybe Draco, but it was Dumbledore.
Hey, Dumbledore, need to ask you a question.
What are you wearing to the concert?
You know who MCR are?
No, I just saw there was a concert that a lot of goths and punks were going to.
Hey, Draco has a surprise for you.
Chapter 20. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Into an episode.
Why did Hagrid just bring Dumbledore as like he was like announcing him? Why didn't Dumbledore just come by himself?
Author's note. I said I do not care what you think. Stop flaming, okay, preps. Thanks to Raven for the help. Oh yeah, by the way, I'll be on vacation in Transylvania for the next 3 days, so do not expect updates.
It's the most gothic place you could go, isn't it?
That's
She
true.
just went to fucking Philadelphia. She's like, I'm in Transylvania.
Close enough.
Don't text.
It's close enough. All day, Ebony wondered what the surprise was. Meanwhile, she put on a black leather mini, a black corset with purple lace stuff all over it, and a black gothic compact boots. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door while she was trying on some black clothes and moshing to Fang You Foot of Venom. She opened the door.
And moshing to Eminem's Venom song that he made.
What the fucking hell are you doing?
It was Lupin.
Are you gonna come rape me or what?
I hope your neighbors
pussy.
didn't hear that.
No.
Ebony was allowed to say that because Dumbledore told us all to be careful around him and snapped since he was a pedo.
Hey, I'm Lupin here. No, actually, can I please borrow some condoms?
Some condoms.
Yeah, so you can fuck your 6-year-old girlfriend, huh?
Yo, fucker, Fuker.
Then Lupin gong away. Well, anyway, Ebony put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner, and some black lipstick and white foundation.
Bruh.
Then she head downstairs. Then
like a
she
mime.
gasped. Snap and Loopy were in the middle of the empty hall doing it, and Dobby was watching.
Dobby's in the mix.
Oh my god,
Oh
you
my
ludicrous
god, you
idiot.
ludicrous idiot.
Then Dobby ran away crying. They got up though. Normally, Ebony would have been turned on. Author's note, I love watching guys do it. But both of them were fucking preps. Author's note, Snape is Gryffindor now.
WTF, is that why you wanted condoms?
Hell, you want to give them to me?
Well, you should have told me!
You stupid fucking dimwit.
All of a sudden, Ebony took out her black camera and took a pic of them. You could see that they were naked and everything.
Okay, I don't think having a black camera is like anything to write home about. I think all cameras are black by default.
That's true.
Well, excuse
me.
What
was that all about?
all about?
It was to blackmail you. So now next time you see me do it with my boyfriend, you can't fucking rat me out, or I'll show this to Dumbledore. So fuck off, you bastards.
I didn't even see that until she said it.
Ebony started to run. They chased her, but she threw her wound at them and they tripped over it. Well, anyway, Sgu went outside and there was Vampire looking extremely fucking hot.
WTF, where Draco?
Oh, he's being a fucking bastard, yeah? So he told me he wouldn't come.
Don't come.
You want to come with me to the concert?
Then he showed Ebony his flying car. She gasped. It was a black car. He said his dog father...
His dog father.
He said his dog father, Sirius Black, had given it to him. The license plate on the front said MCR 666 on it. The one on the back said NOB on it. She gasped it. Then they flew to the concert hall. MCR were there, playing.
That is an MCR song?
Yeah, that's an MCR song. It's their most famous one. Vampire and Ebony began to make out, moshing to the music. She gasped, looking at the band. She almost had an orgasm.
Hey, girls can do that? What the fuck?
What the hell? Gerard was so fucking hot. He began to sing Helena, and his sexy, beautiful voice began to fill the hall. And then Ebony heard some crying. She turned and saw Draco crying in the corner. Chapter 21. Author's note. Fuck you, okay? You fucknigs suck. It's not my fault if it's spelled wrong, okay? Cause that bitch Raven, cause it fuck you, preps. Whoops. So Raven, thanks for the help. BTW, Transylvania rocks rad. I even got to go to the castle where Dr. Cola.
The cousin of Dr. Pepper.
Where Dr. Cola was filmed. Later, they all went into the skull. Draco was crying in the common room.
Draco, are you okay?
No, I'm not, you fucking bitch!
He started to run out of the place in a suicidal way. Enemy stated to cry because she was afraid he would commit suicide.
It's okay, Enemy. I'll make him feel better.
You mean you'll go fuck him, won't you?
Then they both ran to go get Drace.
Draco, please come. Oh.
Tears of blood came down his pale face. They spelled pale like a
This author's note is hilarious.
Ebony was so turned on because she loves sensitive bi guys. Author's note, if you're a Author's note, if you're a homophone, then fuck off. And then they heard footsteps. Vampire got his black invincibility coke. They both got under it.
Don't think that's it. Oh, coke!
They saw the janitor, Mr. Norris, there, shouting angrily with a flashlight in his hand.
Mrs. Norris is the cat.
Then they saw Mr. Norris come with his cat, Filch.
Is anyone there?
No, fuck you, you preppy little poser son of a fucking bitch.
Excuse me, who said that?
Then they heard Filch meow.
Meow.
Filth! Is there anyone under the cloak?
Filth nodded, and then Vampire Frenched Ebony. He did it just as Mr. Norris was taking off the cloak.
What the?
But it was too late, because now Ebony and Vampire were ruining away from him. And then they saw Draco crying and busting into tears.
He's crying and busting.
And slitting his wrists outside of the school.
Draco, are you okay?
Oh, guess so.
Then they went back to their coffins, Frenching each other. Draco and Ebony decided to watch Lake Placid on the gothic red bed together. As Ebony was about to put in the video, her eyes rolled up, and suddenly she had a vision of something that was happening right now. There was a knock on the door, and Fudge and the Miss Henry of Magic walked into school. Chapter 22. Author's note. Shut the fuck up, preps. Stop flaming, okay? If you did not lick it, then fuck off. I know it's Mr. Norris. It's Raven's fault, okay? You suck. No, just kidding, Raven. You fucking rock. Preps suck. All day, everyone talked about the misery of Mahik. Well, anyway, Ebony woke up the next
Close
day.
enough.
She was in her coffin, so she opened the door. She was wearing black lacy leather pajamas. Then she gaped.
Turns around and does the goat scene.
Standing in front of her were Bloody, Mary, Vampire, Diabolo, Draco, Dracula, and Willow. Ebony opened her crimson eyes. They were wearing redacted because this was legit more than a page of fucking clothing descriptions.
That was a note from
Darkness.
Was that? Yeah, I was
It
gonna
was
say.
literally one Google fucking documents page of descriptions of what all of those characters are wearing, and we're not
thank
reading
you,
that.
for saving us from
Yeah,
that.
They're
thank you for
dressed
cutting
in
that.
fucking
I
black
read all
and
that.
leather and lace and shit.
Darkness, who is Jenny, was there too. Who? So were Crab and Goyle. It turns out that Darkness, Diabolo, Crab and Goyle's dad was a vampire. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists with a razor.
You could only do it with a steak.
He had, oh god, he had raped them and stuff before too.
And stuff.
They all got
and stuff.
They all got so depressed that they became gothic and converted to Stanism.
Dream is my
That's what everyone on
gender.
Twitter's on these days.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god, why the fuck are you all here?
Enemy, something is really fucked up.
Okay, but I need to put on my fucking clothes on first.
It's alright. We have to go now, and you look kawaii anyway. You're so
Fucking beautiful.
Alright, but you have to tell me why you're being all erective.
I will!
So she's just put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, and red eyeshadow, and white foundation. Then she came. They all went outside the Great Hall and looked in from the window.
The Great Shallow Hall.
Inside the Great Hall, we could see Dumbledore, Cornelia Fudge. Wait, is that one person or two people?
That's one person.
Cornelia Fudge.
It's meant to be Cornelius Fudge, but they called them Cornelia Fudge.
Okay. Cornelia Fudged was there shouting at Dumbledore. Doris Durumbridge was there too.
This cannot be. The school must be closed.
The Black Board is planning to kill the students.
You are not fit to be the principal any longer. You are too old and your Alzheimer's is dangerous. You must retry on Voldemort will kill your students.
Very well. But, with an extra T, we cannot do this. We can't close the school. There is only one person who is capable of killing Voldemort. And she is in the school, and her name is... Anony, Darkness, Dementia Ravenway, Tara.
So they're like a Smash Bros announcer. Anony, Darkness!
Anony!
Draco, Crab, Goyle, Darkness, Willow, Vampire, and Bloody Mary looked at each other surprisedly. Chapter 23. Author's note. Hut the fuck up, bitches. You're just jealous because I got 10,000 reviles. Thanks to Raven for the helping and telling me about the books girl. Jesus Christ, my brain. Thanks to Raven for the helping and telling me about the books. Girl, you rock. Let's go shopping together. The door opened and Professor Rumbridge and Cornelia Fudge stomped out angrily. Then Dumbledum.
Come on, man.
Then Dumbledum and Rumbridge sought all of them.
Mr. Way, what the are you doing?
Dumbledore glared at her angrily.
Oops, she made a mistake. She means hi, everybody. Come in.
Well, they all came in angrily, so did all the other students. Ebony sat between Darkness and Draco, and opposite Bloody Mary. Crab and Goyle started to make some morbid jokes. They both looked exactly like Volo. Ebony ate spelled like the number. Ow! Ebony ate some Count Chocula and drank some blood from a cup.
More letters.
Then she heard someone shooting angrily. She looked behind her, and it was Vampire. He and Draco were shooting at each other.
Vampire? Draco? What the fuck?
You fucking bastard! I want to shit next to her. No, I do. No, she doesn't fucking like you son of a bitch. No, fuck you, motherfucker. She leaves me, not
This
you.
is having a schizophrenic episode right now.
And then Vampire jumped on Draco. They started to fight and beat up each other. Dumbledore yelled at them, but they didn't stop. All of a sudden, a terrible man with red eyes and no nose, see if you can guess who it is at home, flew in on his broomstick. Vampire and Draco stopped fighting. Ebony stopped eating. Everybody gasped. The room fell silent. Voldemort!
Hey, Ebony, Ebony, thou have failed your mission. Now, I shall kill thou, and I shall kill Vampire as well. If thou does not kill him before then, I shall kill Draco too.
Please don't make me kill him, please.
No, kill him, or I shall kill him anyway.
Then he flew away cackling. Ebony burst into tears. Draco and Vampire came to contort her. Suddenly, her eyes rolled up so they looked all cool and gothic. She had a vision where she saw some lightning flash and then Voldemort coming to kill Draco while Draco slit his wrist in a depressed way. That was very accurate to how it was written. I just need everybody at home to know that.
Thank you.
Suddenly, Ebony locked up and stopped having the vision.
Ebony, alright, you alright?
Yeah.
Everything's alright, Innaby.
No, it's not.
Tears of blood went down Ebony's face.
Oh my fucking god, what if I'm getting possessed like in The Ring too?
It's okay, girl. Maybe you should ask Professor Snipe about what the visions mean, though.
Okay, bitch.
Chapter 24. Author's note. Preps? Stop flaming. The story, you're just jealous, so fuck you. Okay, go to hell. Raven?
Mr.
You gotta read the
Imagine she
typos,
wrote-
Andrew. You know the deal.
Alright, this is a typo. Raven, thanks for the help. Well, Ebony had deviation next, so she got to ask Professor Trevelry about the visions.
Konnichiwa, everybody, come in.
Said Professor Trevelry in Japanese. She's the coolest fucking teacher ever. She had long, dead black hair with blood red tips and red eyes. She's really young for a teacher. Today, she was wearing a black leather top with red lace and a long gothic black ripped dress. Ebony was wearing some black nail polish with red pentagrams on it.
What is it, Ebony? Hey, I love your nail polish. Where'd you get it? Hot Topic?
Yeah. Also, I had to talk to you about some things. Where do you want to do it?
How about now?
Okay.
Okay, class fucking dismissed, everyone.
Okay, I'm having lots of visions. I'm so worried. Is Draco going to die?
Then she gave Ebony a black crystal ball to lock in. Ebony looked at it.
What do you see?
I see a gothic skull and a pentagram.
Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. Ebony looked at it. It was Draco. He was looking really sexy, wearing a black leather facet, a black gothic Linkin Park t-shirt, and black Congress shoes.
Okay, you can go now. See ya, cunt.
Bye, bitch.
She is cool.
What a cool teacher.
She's epic.
Ebony went to Draco and Vampire was sitting next to him. They both followed Draco together and Ebony was so exhibited. Chapter 25. Author's note. You guessed it. Stop flaming, okay? If you do not, then I'll tell Justin to bet you up. And I'll tell all the Unreds to put Vertas in your computer. Fuck you, Raven. Thanks for the help. Ebony was so excited. She followed Draco, wondering if they were... Oh my god. She followed Draco, wondering if they were going to do it again. They went outside and then went into Draco's black car.
What the fuck did Professor Trevelry say?
That was right in my ear.
Yeah, just like Draco wasn't hers. It's acting.
She said she would tell me what the visions meant tomorrow.
Then he took out a heroin cabaret and spiked it. gave it to Ebony to spork.
What does any of this mean?
He started to fly the car into a tree. They went to the top of it. Draco put on some MCR. They started taking off each other's clothes fervently. He took off Ebony's black thong and her black leather bar. Ebony took off his black boxers. Then he put his he put his throbbing you-know-what in Ebony's tool sexily.
Oh my fucking god, Draco! Draco!
Ebony screamed, having an orgasm. They stated Frenching passively. Suddenly, Ebony fell asleep. Ebony started having a dream. In it, a black guy was shooting 2 gothic men with long black hair. They pleaded, but he just kept shooting them. He ran away in a red car.
No!
It's not running good.
Oh my fucking god, 1-1!
Ebony, what's wrong?
Ebony started to cry and tears of blood went down her face. Ebony told Draco to call Vampire. He did it with his black licking Park Mobile.
They got a cell phone company in this world.
But the worst thing was the people who were shot in the dream were Lucian and Sirius. Chapter 26. Author's note. Prep stop flaming to the story, okay? If you do not like the story, then go fuck yourself, you fucking prep. You suck. Oh, why? And I wasn't bang racist, okay?
Still better than most YouTuber apologies.
That's true. A few mutates later, Vampire came to the tree. He was wearing a black leather Jackson, black leather pants, and a good Charlotte t-shirt.
Hi, Vampire.
Ebony started to sob. Draco hugged her sexually, trying to confront her. She started to cry tears of blood, and then told them what happened.
Oh, fuck it! What fucking dick did that?
I don't know. Now, come on, we have to tell Dumbledore.
They ran out of the tree into the castle. Dumbledore was sitting in his office.
Sir, our dads have been shot. Enderby had a vision in a dream.
Dumbledore started to cockle.
And how do you expect me to know Ebony's not divisional?
Ebony glared at Dumbledore.
Look, motherfucker, you know very well that I'm not decisional. Now get some fucking people out there to look for Ceres and Lukey and Pornto.
Okay, where are they?
Oh no, Ebony forgot about it.
Longdon.
Ebony told him which street. He went and called some people and did some stuff. After a few mistunes, he came back and said people were going out looking for them. After a while, someone called him again. He said that they had been found. Draco, Vampire, and Ebony all left to their rooms together. Ebony went with Draco to wait in the nurse's office while Vampire went to slit his wrists in his room. They looked at each other's gothic, derperest eyes. Then, they kissed. Suddenly, Sirius and Lucian came in on stretchers, and Professor Trevelloy was behind them. Chapter 27, Vampirz will never hurt you. Alright, this looks to be a moment of realization for old Ebony. Author's note, you know what? I do not give a fuck what you preps think about me, so stop flaming the fucking story, bitches. Thanks to Raven for your love and support and help. I love you, girl. Says I cannot update LOL. I was really depressed and I silt my wrists. I had to go to the hospital, Raven. You rock, girl. Everyone in the room stated to cry happily. Ebony had saved them. Draco, Lucy, and Sirius, Bond, Vampire all came to hug her. The nurse started to give them medicine.
Bond.
Come on! Come on, Enobi. Hey, everybody, come on, Enobi.
Come on, Enobi.
Come on.
She was wearing a gothic black leader dress with a corset top and real vampire blood on it, and fucking black platinum boots.
I have to tell you, the fucking perdition.
Ebony looked at Lucy and Seraph's Drake and Vampire. They nodded. Ebony and Trivoli went to a dark room. She started to look into a black crucible ball. Then she said,
Tara, I see dark times are near.
And she peered deeper into the balls.
You see, you must go back in time. When Voldemort was in Hogwarts before he became powerful, he got his hearth broken. Now, do
Do you think he would still become Volksamort if he was in love? You must go back in time and seduce him. It is the only way. If he is still evil, then you must kill him. You can come to my room tomorrow and you can do it. With this time turner back of the watch.
Ebony went outside again, all sadly.
What fucking happened?
Ebony was about to tell them, but everyone was still there celebrating and healing. She put on her invisibility cloak with Vampire and Draco, and they sneaked outside together. Chapter 28. Author's note. I guess she does still care. You gotta stick to what you say. I said stop geflemming the story. It was a miscat when Professor Relori said that, okay? Go to fucking hell, you suck! Thanks to Philly for the help. Raven, have fun with Kiwi.
Oh, from Twitter.
They went into a black room. The walls were black with that would make sense. The walls were black with portraits of gothic bands like MCR, GC, and Marlon Mason. All over them. A big black coffin was in the middle. Red velvet lined the black box. There were 3 chairs made of bones with real skulls in them. Ebony sat down on one of the chairs, dispersedly. So did Draco and Vampire.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess. The problem is, I have to seduce Voldemort. I'll have to go back in time and try to have sex with him.
Draco started to cry sadly. Vampire hugged him.
It's okay, puppy. But what about me? We're not gonna break up or anything, are we?
Of course not.
Really?
Sure.
Okay.
They Frenched sexily. Vampire looked at us longing. Then, Ebony took off Draco's MCR shrift and seductively took off his pants. He was hung like a Stallone. He had replaced the vampire tattoo that said Enoby on it. Black roses were around it. Ebony gasped. He looked exactly like Gerard Way. Vampire took a video camera. I had said it was okay before. Ebony took off her clothes and then we were in for the rid of our lift. They started preaching as we climbed into the coffin. He put his Spock in her you-know-what and passively they did it.
I love you, MIB! Oh, let me feel you. I need to feel you.
Then they both got an orgasm. They kept going, and Vampire filmed everything perfectly.
What a cuck.
Suddenly...
What the fuck are you doing?
It was... Professor Sniper and Professor McGaggle.
Oh my god.
Chapter 29. Author's note. Sort das fuck up. You're just jealous cause you're prep, so fuck
We're
you.
back.
We're back. Raven, you rock, girl. Thanks for the help. MCR rock 666.
Oh my Satan.
Oh, Satan.
Oh my Satan.
Snap and Proffer McGoogle started to shoot at them angrily.
Come now.
Preacher McGongle yielded. They did guiltily. They left the room putting on their clothes. Snoop gargled the caramel and put it in his pocket.
What the fuck? Yeah, Buster. What the fuck are you gonna do with the fucking camera?
Look, Dumbledore, knows your little secret, and if you do this again, then you will go to St. Mango's, so give back the camera.
The mystery of Mojic thinks he is crazy. There is no way they will believe him. Yes, so shut your mapath, you innocent fools.
She made them all...
Pause.
She made them all come into a weird room with white stones all around it. There were all these weird tools in it. Draco started to cry all sexy and sexitive. Author's note. Author's note. Get it? Cause he's a sex bomb, lol. Tom Felnott rules for left, but not as much as Gerard, you sex legs. I love you, fucking rock, marry me. I don't know what any of that meant.
Hell yeah, baby.
Ebony started to cry. Everybody at home? Tears of blood.
Yes.
We're back.
There it is.
Vampire took out a black handkerchief. and started to wipe her red eyes. And then he and Snoop both took out guns using magic. They started to shoot each other angrily. None of the ballots got on each other yet. Ebony took out her wand. Snap started to scram. He dropped the gun, but it was too late. Both of them had run out of ballots. Professor McGoogle did a spell so that they were all chained up. She took out a box of tools. Then she said,
Okay, Sir Versus, I'm going to go now.
It's okay, Enderby. Evergreen will be alright. Remember the sitio you took of Snake?
Snape laughed again. And then he took out some whips. Chapter 30. Author's note. Stop flaming the story, okay? You do not know what's even gonna happen, okay? So full are you. If you flam, you will be a prep, so all flamers can kiss my ass. Saws for what? Saws for saying Alzheimer's is dangerous, but that's the mystery's opinion, cause society basically sucks. Thanks to Raven, you rock, Bick. No! Snap stated, loafing meaningly. He took out a camera anvilly. Then he came turds darky. I don't know if I can say that. He took some stones out of his pokey. He put the stones around Draco and knit a candle.
What the fuck are you doing?
Snoop laughed meanly. He pulled down his pants. Ebony gasped. There was a dork mark on his you-know-what.
When did that get there?
He waved his wand and a knife came. He gave the knife to Enobi.
You must stab Vampirz. If you don't, then I'll rape Draco.
What? No, you fucking bastard!
But then Draco looked at her sadly with his evil gothic red eyes that looked so depressant and sexy, like a mix between Kurt Cobain and Gerard. But then Ebony looked at Vampire and he looked so smexy too with his gothic black hair. She thought of the time when they screwed and the time she did it with Draco and Dumbledore came, Draco almost committed suicide and Vampire was so sportive. Snipe laughed angrily. He started to pray to Voldemort. He started to do an incapacitation dancing around the Stokes, whipping Draco and Vampire. Suddenly, an idea Ebony had. She closed her eyes and using her vampire powers, she sent a telepathic message to Draco and Vampire so they could destruct Snape.
Dumbledore will get you! You just wait until the mystery of Mahik finds out.
Meanwhile, Ebony took out her wand.
Ooh.
You ridiculous donderhead.
He took off all of Draco's clothes, and just as he was about to rape him,
I shit it!
Snop scrammed and started running around the room screaming. Meanwhile, Ebony graved her black mobile and sent a text to Sirius. She stopped doing Crucio.
I'm going to kill...
But suddenly, Cereris came. Snake put the whip behind his back.
Oh, hello, Sev. I was just teaching them something.
But suddenly, Lucian and Professor Trevelry came into the room and they and Sirius unlocked the chains and put them around Snap. Then Professor Trevelry said,
Hey, come on, Ebony, let's go!
Chapter 31. Author's note. I said, shut the fuck up, you queefs. Stop Kaylin, Ebony, and Mary Sue, okay? You do not even know what's going to happen, okay? So fuck you. Thanks to the mother Raven for the help.
I always knew you were on Voldemort's side, you son of a bitch.
No, I'm not. I'm just teaching them something.
Oh, fucking yeah?
Ebony took out some black Voldemort serum out of her pocket and gave it to Cerberus. He made Snap dunk it. He did angrily. Then Luscious took out a tape recorder and started playing it while he did curses on Snap. Then Professor Sinister and Lucian made everyone get out with them while Snape told his secretus. Now, Ebony was going to go back in time to seduce Voldemort. Hermione, Darkness, and Willow came too. Bloody Mary gave Ebony a black bag from Tom Ridd's store.
What's in the bag?
Hey, you will see!
Ebony opened the bag. In it was a sexy, tight, low-smut black leather gothic dress. Enobi put it on. Her friends helped her put on black fishnets and black pointy boots Willow had chosen. Willow and Darkness helped her put on black eyeliner and blood red lipstick.
You look so fucking kawaii, bitch.
Fangs.
Okay, now you're going to go back in time. You'll have to do it in a few sessions.
Professor Twally gave Ebony a black gun. She put it in a strap-on. Her fishnets like in Reddit Evil. Then she gave Ebony a black time tuner.
After an hour, use the time turner to go back here.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Darkest and Willow gave Ebony Death's touch sin. Then Ebony jumped sexily into defensive. Suddenly she was in front of to school. In front of her was one of the sexiest goth guys she had ever seen. He was wearing long black hair, kind of like Mikey Way.
He was wearing.
Yeah, he was wearing hair, only black. He had grin eyes like Billy Joe Armstrong and pale wit skin. He was wearing a black ripped up suit with Vans. It was Tom Bombadil. Chapter 32.
Yeah.
Author's note. I said stop for flaming. I know his name isn't Tom Bombadil. I know his name isn't Tom Bodil. That was a mistake. If you do not like the story, then you can go screw yourself. You suck.
Hi, I'm Anna B. Way, the new student.
The name's Tam, but you can call me Satan. That's my middle name.
Tom motioned toward the stairwell.
Well, come on. We have to go upstairs.
Hey, Satan. Do you happen to be a fan of Green Day?
Oh my fucking god! How did you know? Actually, I like GC a lot too.
Oh my god, me too.
Guess what? They have a concert in Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade?
Yeah, that's what they used to call it in these time before it became Hogsmeade in 2000. And also, there's a really cool shop called Hot
Topic?
No, it's called Hot Issue. Then, in 1998, they changed it to Hot Topic.
How does he know that?
So, is Dumbledore your prince pill?
I'm in Slytherin.
Oh my fucking god, same too.
You go to the school?
Yeah, that's why I'm here, I'm new.
Suddenly, Dumbledore flew in on his broomstick and started shredding at them angrily.
No talking in the halls, stupid cops!
He had short blonde hair and he was wearing a polo shirt from American Ogle Outfitters.
He's so mean to us goths and punks just because we're in Slytherin and we're not preps.
Is he fucking Icelandic now?
his voice is taking a turn.
It's slowly devolving.
Actually, I think maybe it's because you're the Bark Lord.
Hey, the Bark Lord.
Do the fucking...
What the fuck?
Oh, nothing.
Then suddenly, the floor opened. Everyone looked at her weirdly as she fell down in the hall.
Hey, where are you going?
Ebony got out of the hole and it was back in the pensive in Professor Trevolry's classroom. Dumbledore was there.
Dumbledore, I think I just met you.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Hey, this is my classroom. Wait, WTF, Enemy? What the hell are you doing? Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So there's an entire story arc basically in between that about how she's addicted to like wizard heroin and it makes no fucking sense and takes like 10 pages, so I just cut it all out.
That's probably for the best.
Unlike the rest of this, which makes plenty of sense.
This is particularly bad.
Chapter 33. Author's note. I said... Shut up! It's not my fault, okay? If you don't like the story, then you're a prep, so fuck you, flamers. P.S. I'm not updating until you give me 5 God reviews, and there's a time I meant it! You suck! Thanks, Raven, for the help. I'll promise to help you with your story, lolz. Ebony exited the room, and Draco was there. He was wearing a big black GC t-shirt, which was his pajamas.
Holy shit.
Hold up. Is that pajamas? He was wearing a big black GC t-shirt, which was his Panamas.
Hey, sexy.
Oh, how did it go, Enemy?
Fine.
Oh, how far did you go with Satan?
Not too far, LOL.
Will you have to do it with him?
I hope not too far.
Then Ebony felt bad for shooting at him. She said sorry. They Frenched.
What happened to Snipe?
You will see.
He opened a door. Snap and Lumpkin was there. Sirius was pokering them by staging them with a black knife.
No! Please!
Sirius started to suck his blood. Ebony laughed. Ebony laughed statistically. She talked some photons of him and Snap Bing torqued. Bing torqued.
Being torqued.
Bing torqued.
Author's note. Okay, I know this is men, but I think about it, people. They are pedos, and Snap tried to rap them. And the way said is rock. Has anyone seen Shrek Attack 3, lolz? They took some of Snipe's blood, then Draco and Ebony went back to their rooms. They sat on Ebony's gothic black coffin. Her clothes were kind of dritty, so she put on a black leather outfit thingy, kind of like the one Sualine has in Underworld. Darko put on Desolation Livers by MCR. Then They started to take off each other's clothes. She took off his shit and he had a... And she,
Put that back in. I'm saving that.
Pulling it out.
And he had a six-pack. Lolz.
Let's get this off.
They started to mac out like in The Grudge. He put his wetness...
No other movie. Just a grudge.
He put his wetness in her you-know-what sexily. She gut an orgay. Chapter 34. Author's note. Shut the fuck up, preps. Have you even read the story? You're probably all just preps and poses, so fuck you. Thanks to Raven for the help. Ebony woke up in the coffin the next day. Draco was gone. Suddenly, Sorius cocked on the door. Ebony opened it.
Hi, Ebony. Guess what? You have to come to Professor Sinister's office.
Okay, so what the fuck happened to Snipe and Lupin?
I fucking tortured them. They are in Azkaban now. LOL!
Where are Draco and Vampirz?
They are excused from school today.
Sodomize mode.
Right now they are watching I can't say that. Right now they are watching
The Nigget.
Right now they are watching The Nightmare Before Xmas.
They went into the office. Professor Sinister was in there. She took out the pensive and the time turner.
Enemy, you will have to do another session now. Good luck. Thanks.
And then Ebony jumped into the pensive again. Suddenly, Ebony looked around. She was in the great hall eating Count Chorkula. It was morning. She was sitting next to Satan. On a table was a tall gothic man with long black hair, pale skin and blue eyes, wearing a suit and black Converse shoes. He looked just like Charlene Manson.
Who's he, Wan?
Oh, that's Professor Slutborn. He's the portent's teacher. Ebony?
Yeah?
Did you know that Marilyn Mason is playing in Hogsmeade tonight? And they are showing The Exercise at the movies before that.
Yeah.
Well, want to go to the contort and the movie with me?
Chapter 35. Gost of U. Author's note. Thanks to Susie for the idea. You rock. Fuck off, preps. Thanks to Raven for the help. You rock, girl. P.S. I'm going to end the story really soon, so fuck you. Oh yeah, and if you know any gothic names, please tell me, cause I need one for serious. Thanks. Ebony went into the conman room thinking of Satan. Suddenly she gasped. Draco was there. He looked as hot as ever, wearing a black leather pants, a black Lunkin Prack t-shirt, and black eyeliner.
Draco, what the fuck are you, dong?
Then Ebony remembered. It wasn't Draco.
My favorite
It was Lucan,
friend.
his dad. He still had 2 arms. Thank God.
Does he not?
Hi, Lucian. I'm Ebony, the new student, lol.
Oh, yeah, Satan told me about you. Listen, I'm in a goth band with those guys. We're playing tonight at the Marilyn Mason show as a backup.
Really?
Yeah, we're called XX Blak X Tier XX. I play Ticket.
I played Gears of War 1 in 2005 on Xbox
I
Live.
play Gutter. Spartacus plays the drums. Snap plays the boss.
Baby.
The boss, baby.
And James.
We both made the same joke.
And James plays the. Wait. So James plays the guitar.
You played a
It's-
gutter.
Is it different? Okay, fair enough. And James
know.
plays the gutter. To the guitar to even foe, we call him Samaro, after Samara in The Ring.
But don't you have a lead singer?
Lucian looked Dawn sadly.
We used to, but she did. She contemplated suicide by silting her wrists with an R.
Oh my fucking
She did.
god. That's so fucking sad.
It's okay. I can't say this.
Come on, brother. It's how it's written.
It's okay, but we need a new lid.
Oh. I'm kind of in a banad myself.
Really?
Yeah. We're called Bloody Gothic Rose 666. You want to hear me sing?
Yeah, said everyone.
Yeah.
This is there.
So the guys took out their guitars. They began to play a song by Author's Note. Get it? Cause bi guys are so sexa. Gurnday.
I walk this empty street on the boulevard of rock and drums.
And up B, will you join band? Please?
It's like a fucking Indian person on Facebook asking for pictures of boobs. Okay. Are we gonna play tonight?
Ebony knew that she had to get a new outfit. She walked outside wondering how she could go forward in time. Suddenly, someone jumped in front of her. It was Morty McFlea. He was wearing a black Banad t-shirt and black Begay jeans.
Down here.
I'm gonna try to do my best.
Yeah.
My best. What's his name?
Marty
Michael J.
McFly.
Fox.
Yeah, Michael J. Fox.
Okay. I will help you. Go. Shake violently.
Come on.
Already cut that.
Put that in 3 times.
We'll decide. We'll decide later.
All right. I will help you go forward in Tim NOB. We do a normal one, just have options. I will help you go forward in Tim NOB.
Then he took out a black Tim machine. Ebony went into it, and suddenly she was forward in Tim.
I got the crying moment, bro.
Chapter 36. Author's note. I said stop flaming, okay? I bet you are probably 70 years old. P.S. Porter says you're a prep. Oh yeah, and thanks to Raven for the help. Have fun in England, girl. Ebony looked around in a depressed way. Suddenly, she saw Professor Trolley, Bloody Mary, Socrates, and Draco, Vampire, and Willow were there too.
Oh my fucking god, Sorius, I saw you and Samaro and Snip and everyone. I can't believe Snip used to be Golfy and in your band.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh, hey there, bitch!
Hi, fucker. Listen.
Damn.
Saying ass out to a gothic cornet at a movie. So new outfit for the day. I'm also playing in a gothic band, so I need an outfit for that too.
Oh my Satan! Want to go to Hot Topic to shop for your outfit?
Oh my fucking shit! Let's have a group cutting session!
She's finally one of the girls.
I can't fucking wait for that, but we need to get some stuff first.
Yeah, we need some love potions for Enobi.
Well, we have potions class now, so let's go.
They all went sexually to potions class, but Snap wasn't there. Instead, there was Cornelio Fuck!
Cornelio Fuck!
Where the fuck is Dumbledore? Shut the fuck up! Here's an escapade now with Snip and Lucian. He is old and weak. He has cancer. Now do your work!
They all went and talked angry amongst themselves.
Can you believe Snap used to be gothic?
I'm getting Professor Bridge!
He stomped out angrily. Ebony and her friends began talking again. Ebony began to drink some blood mixed with beer. Suddenly, she saw Hagrid in the cupboard.
What the hell is he doing?
That's a fair question. Ebony pointed everyone toward Hagrid.
Hargriff, what the fuck are you doing?
Ebony looked around. Hagrid was putting something in her glass of blood beer. Darko and Vampire started to beat him up sexily.
God, you are such a poser.
Suddenly, Ebony looked at what she was putting in the blood. It was amnesia potion.
Oh my god.
Chapter
Fucking
37.
head hurts so bad.
Author's note. Okay, everybody, I'm going on vacation in the 1st of July, so I'm either gonna end the fic or up that in next week's. Fangs, oh yeah, and prep stop flaming, so story. Raven, thanks for the help, see a girl after vacation. Vampire and Draco chained Hagrid to the floor.
Oh my fucking Satan. Maybe I could use amnesia potion to make Satan fall in love with me faster.
Oh, but you're so sexy and wonderful anyway, Tata. Why would you need it?
To make everything go faster, lol.
But you won't have to do it with him or anything, will you?
Okay, well, anyway, let's go to Professor Trevelry's room.
Damn, deflecting the fucking question.
Yeah.
Draco, Ebory, and then went to Professor Trolley's room, but Professor Trolley wasn't there.
Okay, Professor Trolley isn't here. What the fuck should we do?
Suddenly, he looked at a sign on the black wall. On it said, "Everyone, Professor Trolley is away. She is too gothic. She is an Azkabian now. Classes shall be taught by Dumbledore, who is back, but he shall not be principal for now. Sincerely, Professor Rumbridge."
Oh my fucking god. How can we do that
so
one?
Good. That's so good.
Suddenly, Dumbledore came.
What the hell are you dog in my device?
Suddenly, Ebony saw Morty McFly's black Tim machine. Ebony jumped seductively into it, leaving Draco and Vampire. Suddenly, she was back in Tim. Suddenly, she looked around. It was Professor Slutborn's face. She sneaked around. Suddenly, she saw the amnesia potion on his desk. It was black with blood-red pentagrams in it. It was the shape of a cross. Suddenly, she put it in her pocket. Why is she... Everything in this says suddenly. Suddenly, she put it in her pocket. Suddenly, the door opened and it was Professor Slutgorn.
Oh my god! What are you doing, fucker?
I don't know. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh! What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I was just looking around because I thought this was class. So.
Oh, okay, you can go now.
Ebony went to the conman
big
room
fella.
after putting on her clothes. Silas, Samaro, and Snap were there practicing Vampirz Will Never Hurt You by MCR.
Oh, hi, you guys. That's Satan.
Oh, he's coming. By the way, you can call me Hades now.
Suddenly, Satan came. I knew one of you was going to do it, it still made me laugh. He was wearing a smexy black leather Jackson, black Congress shoes, a Slipknot t-shirt, and a black tie.
Okay, I'll see you guys at the concert.
And then, Ebony went off with Satan to the concert. Chapter 38. Author's note. What does everyone think if I end a story and then I add some more to it after vocation? Oh yeah, and preps, stop flaming. If you do not like that story, then take my quiz, okay? Then you will see if you are gothic or not. Satan and Ebony walked to his car. It was a black car with pentagrams all over it. On the license plate said 666, just like Draco's car. Ebony went into it seductively. Stan started to drive it.
Stan.
Who are you, Stan?
They talked about Satanism. Author's note, lolz, he was named after Satan after all. Cutting, music, and being gothy.
Oh my Satan? Gerard is so fucking hot, Juan.
Volksexmord agreed as they toked some weeds. Author's note,
As I
bi
toke the
guys are
marijuana
hot.
smoke.
They are so sensitive. I love them, lol. Go fuck a bi guy, lolz.
Facts. Lol. I totally decided not to commit suicide when I heard Helena.
Suddenly, Wolfenort parked a car behind a black movie theater. Satan and Ebony walked outside. They went into the movie Tether, where they were showing The Exorcist. In it, a boy and a girl were doing it. Suddenly, a serial killer came, lol. Satan and Ebony laughed at the blood because they're sadists. While Satan was watching the movie, Ebony had an idea. She took Satan's gothic black Nightmare Before Christmas cigar sexily from his pokey and put some amnesia potion in it.
Pokey.
What the fuck?
She put
Wait,
it...
hold on, Nightmare Before Christmas cigar?
Satan turned around and started to smoke it. Black clouds with red pentagrams in them started to fly around everywhere.
Oh my god, Juan.
Satan said, jumping up. Ebony gasped because she was afraid, head noticed.
Enobi, guess what? Amnesia Potan has not been invented yet, so it will not work. Too bad, too, because I wanted to use some on you.
Ebony raised her eye suggestingly, and then he took off all her clothes sexily. He took off all her clothes sexily, and they started to make out. Ebony took off his shit. He had a six-pack just like Gerard Way. They Frenched.
Excuse me, but you're gonna have to leave.
Shouted the lady behind them. She was a prep.
Juan!
Ebony attacked her, sucking all her blood. All the preps in the theater screamed, but everyone else crapped because Satan and Ebony looked so cute together. Satan and Ebony started to walk outside.
Oh my god. How did you do that?
I'm a vampire.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Ebony said, drinking some beer. Satan started to drive the car. Ebony smelled happily.
It's too bad we didn't get to see the rest of the movie, don't you think?
Yeah.
Then they kissed passively. Satan parked in a black driveway next to the place where Draco and Ebony had watched
Black
GC for the
driveway.
first time. They went inside where Marilyn Mason was playing and started to mosh, lol.
And
Nancy people, now you've gone too far. Jesus Christ Superstar. 1111.
so it's actually Jayust Christ with a K.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. It's lit.
They did the devil fingers as Marlon sang. Ebony started to dance really close to Satan. He was so schmexy. He looked at her all emo with his gothic red eyes, and he looked exactly like a Milky Way. Ebony almost got an orgasm.
Just white.
1-1. Suddenly, Marilyn Mason stopped singing.
I would like to peasant X, Black X, Tier X. 1-1.
Ebony ran on stage. Lucy and Samaro, Snap, and Hades were there. They started to play their instillments.
Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say.
Ow, my ribs.
Ebony's voice sounded like a pentagram between Emily and girl version of Gerard Way. Everyone cried. Satan got an erection.
I'm not okay.
Suddenly, Lucian started playing the song Wrong by Mistak.
OMFG, what the fuck?
Yelled at James.
Whoops. I'm sorry.
Said Lucian.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
You guys are such preps. 1-1. Come on, it was a mistake.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
Said Sirius.
No! He ruined the fucking song!
You guys, stop.
But it was too late. They all began to fight. Suddenly, Samaro took out his knife.
OMFG, no!
But it was too late. James tried to shoot off his arm. And then, Ebony jumped sexily in front of the bull.
No!
But it was too late. Suddenly, everything went black. Chapter 39. I Am A Trolling Genius, lolz.
Okay. This is gonna get fucking sticky.
Disclaimer. I do not own the HP series, and I am not the real XXX Bloody Wrist 666XXX. Author's note. I am an extremely immature, pathetic idiot girl, I know. Out of boredom, I cracked this girl's password for fun, and it took less than 8 minutes to do it too, and will probably get in a shitload of trouble, which I probably deserve because I'm being a troll right now. Meh. And I present to you my crappy part in this story, and I take note I haven't even finished reading this fic yet, but instead skip over to skim chapter 38. Flame, laugh, do whatever you want, preps. The American retail-wearing British vampire Sue, not Ebony, coughed up blood. Satan kneeled down beside Sue.
Oh, don't die.
Sue gave him a rueful smile.
I'm sorry. It's something I had to do to fulfill my duty as the noble Gothic Mary Sue.
Satan sobbed.
Oh, I love you, Ebony.
I love you, too. I'll see you in hell.
Sue already found her surroundings fading to black. Bloody Mary Smith suddenly popped into the room for no apparent reason. She frowned when she realized the room was oddly quiet, but at the sight of Sue's lifeless body, she screamed. Her face became pale with horror. She screamed for the healers. Dumbledore, McGoogle, and every single gothic person she could think of. Suddenly, a glow started to surround the body of Sue. Everyone stared in shock. Her body started to lift ever so slowly, and then to everyone's shock, it started to incinerate. When everyone realized what was happening, they rushed over to try to rescue the body, but it was too late. Sue became nothing more than a pile of ashes, a loud resounding of everyone bellowing. Filled the room. A flash of white light from the ashes then started to bounce around the room. Everyone cowered in fear and were temporarily blinded. When it was all over, things changed. All the silly goth clothes dropped from everyone's bodies. Author's note, I will refuse to explain how the hell that happened. And in their place, clothes the characters would normally wear in canon appeared on their bodies. When everyone got over the shock of becoming free of the gothic power, everybody cheered. Everyone started singing Ding Dong the Sue is Dead.
Ding dong, the Sue is dead.
Well, that is until all the Harry Potter characters realized the true implications of becoming more canon-like again. All the characters who were supposed to be dead fell to the floor, their bodies cold and lifeless. Harry and Voldemort started dueling. On the left side of the two, the battle of the light side and the dark side were reaching a climax. And because the replacement author also likes to screw around with the canon, Draco and Hermione fled the scene and got married. Meanwhile, down in hell, Ebony shed a single tear because of her current situation. A situation that would live on for all eternity, or at least until the end of fanfiction time. She lost it all, but she knew she had to remain strong. Nothing would ever break her down. She looked down over her pale body and frowned.
Where am my emo clothes?
She asked herself in confusion. And then it occurred to her, for her shirt, she was wearing a bright pink polo with a little seagull on the right side. Below that, she was wearing a frayed denim miniskirt. Paired underneath that skirt were leggings with a little moose at the bottom. And then Ebony realized on her shoulder, she was carrying a pretty bag with an eagle on it that said, "Live your life," written all over the bag. Ebony suppressed the urge to scream. Here she was, decked out in clothes, prepped to the extreme, wearing stuff from Abercrombie & Fitch, American Eagle, and Hollister. Panicked, Ebony hastily tried to take off the Hollister polo, but underneath it, there was another Hollister polo underneath. Ebony frowned and looked under the shirt. All she saw was a bra underneath. Ebony tried to remove the shirt again, but to her frustration, there was yet again another polo to replace it.
This is illogical and doesn't make any sense!
Ebony bellowed out to the air. She failed to see the irony in her statement, how hypocritical her words were, seeing as she was practically calling the kettle black here. Ebony slit her wrists and mumbled to herself.
Oh my god.
End crap fanfic. Author's note. Oh yeah, if you want to see the original content this chick had planned for this chapter, I accessed it through the documentary manager thingy, which I copied and pasted so you can read it here. Courtney, rewind us. Chapter 40. Author's note. Shut the fuck up, preps. Get a lift.
Yeah,
you suck.
Feels good to be back.
Yeah, no, it didn't feel right reading normal words. You suck. Yeah. Oh, and from now on, I'll be on vacation in England until like August, so I won't be able to update for a while. Lolz. Thanks for everyone who avoid expect the preps who flamed. Fuck you, MCR rules 666. Ebony woke up into Norse's O-face and a special gothic coffin. Hagrid was in the bed opposite her in a coma because Vampirz and Draco had bed him up. Mr. Norris was cleaning the room.
Oh my Satan, what happened?
Suddenly, Volkshaemort came. He looked less mean than usual.
Get the fuck out, you fucking bastard, 1-1.
Thou hath not killed vampire yet.
Suddenly, he started to cry tears of blood, all selective.
This one.
Volkshaemort? Oh my fucking god, what's wrong?
Suddenly, Lucian, Professor Sinister, and Sirius came. Bloody Mary and Vampire were with them. Everyone was holding black boxes. Volkshaemort disappeared!
OMFG, Enemy, you're alive!
Ebony hugged him and Bloody Mary.
What the fuck happened? Oh my Satan, am I like dead now?
Enemy, you are almost shot, but Dabele could not kill you, since you will form another time.
But fangs anyway.
Oh my god. I can't believe Vampirz dad shot you.
Well, to be honest, Snap was possessed by Snap back then. Figure it out.
Yeah, he was a spy. He really was a death deal.
And he was such a fucking poser too. He didn't even really know who GC were until I told him.
Well, anyway, everyone totted to give her presents. Ebony was opening a black box with red 666s. There was a DVD of Corpse Bride on it when she gasped. Mr. Norris looked up angrily because he hated goths.
Hey, has anyone fucking seen Draco?
No! Draco told me he would be watching House of Wax. He doesn't know that you're better. Anyway, the Norse said you can get up. Come on!
Ebony got up suicidally. Lucian, Sirius, and Professor Sinister left.
She got up suicidally.
She put a noose around her neck and pulled herself up.
Yeah.
Ebony was wearing a black leather night gun. She left the hospital's wings with Bloody Mary, Willow, and Vampire.
Oh my fucking god, let's celebrate.
We can go see O's of Wax with Draco one.
Let's go listen to GC and cut ourselves. 6611.
They opened the con men room door sexily, and then Ebony gaped.
He's doing it.
Draco was there doing it with... Snap 11111.
Oh, that's me.
Also, he was wearing a black t-shirt with 666 on the front.
You fucking
prep.
1-1.
1-1.
Yeah, you betrayed us.
Vampire took out his gun,
Oh, chill, man.
No, you don't understand.
screamed Draco sadly as he took his thingy out of Snake's hole.
No, you
Sussy, bro. You real sussy, bro.
No shit, you fucking suck, you preppy bastard.
She tried to attack him for
Falcon.
Ebony. You rock, girl. Ebony ran suicidally to my room and took out a spade.
Enelby, no.
But it was too late. She had slit her wrists. With it, suddenly everything went black again.
No.
Not again. Chapter 41. Author's note. Author's note. Shut the fuck up, Preps. Get a lift. Wait a minute. Author's note. To everyone who keeps flaming this, get S lift. I bet you probably wouldn't know who Broadway is. You probably all preps and poses. New way, someone hacked into my account in November and they put up my last chapter and now there is a new one. I'm sorry for not updating you for a while. I've been really busy. I'm trying to finish the story before the new movie comes out. I'm going on vacation for a month. I won't be back until about 2 weeks. Oh my fucking god, Draco is so hot in all the pics for the new movie. I wanted them to put a cameo by Gjord Way, lol. He says play Draco. If you flame, I'll slit my wrists. Raven, you rock, girl. Have fun in England. When Ebony woke up, she was in a strange room. She looked around. She was wearing the same outfit she had when is performed with Blak X Tier X. She looked around confusedly. It was the nurse's office, but it looked different. On the wall was a pic of Marilyn Manson. Author's note, just imagine that he is an 80s gothic band too, okay? Because he is more old than Panic at the Disco or MCR. There was also a gothic black Beatles calendar with a picture of the Beatles wearing eyeliner and black clothes. On it said 1980.
Oh my fucking god, I'm back in 10 again.
Suddenly, Satan. This is actually Voldemort for photo reference. Voldemort was wearing a black leather jacket, black tight jeans, and fishnet pants. He looked so sexy, I almost had an orgy.
Oh my fucking god, Enelby, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay for your information. Oh my god, am I dead? Because I remembered I had jumped in front of the bullet from Jamie's gun. I also remembered seeing Draco doing it with snapping the butt 111.
She guessed that when Ebony had slit her wrist, she had went back in Tim instead of dying. She knows she could go forward in time if she found a time toner or the Tim machine.
Oh, penis.
No, you're not dead.
Satan reassured her suicidally as he smoked a cigarette sexily and smoke came all over his face.
You're a vampire, so you can't die from a bullet. Come on now, let's go see how Harry's dad is doing.
What the fuck? James almost shot Lucas.
Yeah, I know, but he had a headache. He was under a lot of stress.
I guess that's okay.
Ebony walked seductively outside with Satan. Suddenly, she saw a totally sexy gothic bi guy. He had blecked blonde hair with black streaks up to his ears, and he was wearing a gothic black eyeliner and black Green Day shirt. It showed Billy Joel with blonde hair since it was the 80s. Black Congress shoes and black baggy pants. He walked in all sexily like Gerd Way in the Vido for I Don't Three You Like I Did Yesterday, and you could see a black tear on his face like the wound in that video.
Hey,
he said all quietly and gothically.
Who the fuck is that?
This is Hedwig. He used to be an Blak X Tier X2, but he had to drop out cause he broke his arm.
But definitely Hedwig, I remember from the book.
Yeah. Hey, Hedwig.
Whoa. Hi, Enelby.
But then he ran away because he had hair of magical creature. He was humming Welcome to the Black Parade under his breath. I know that is not 80s, but pretend it is, okay?
Bless you.
Thank you. I'm allergic to Mahik.
I'm allergic to beautiful stories.
That was Hedwig.
He used to be my boyfriend, but we broke up.
Oh my fucking god, I can get you back together.
Ebony said, fingering something she didn't know was in her pocket. A black coot is what we aim for Cydio iPod that she could take videos with. Does anyone else know about them? They kick ass.
Okay, you can forget about class for now, Hedwig. I'm going to show you something great. Juan, come on, you guys.
Lucian, James, Sirius, and Snake were all in the Great Hall. Lucian wouldn't talk with James because he had tried to shoot him when they started to argue.
Be quiet, you guys.
Ebony's plan was working out great. Now she could make Voldemort. Now she could make Voldemort good without doing it with him. Now Vampir's dad would never die, and
Okay, Satan and Hedwig, you guys can start making out.
Ebony said as she started to film them with the iPod.
Oh my fucking god! Voldemort! Voldemort!
Screamed Hedwig as his Glock touched Voldemort. But suddenly, everything stopped as the door opened and in came Dumbledore and Mr. Norris. Chapter 42, The Black Parade. Author's note, oh my god, the new book is coming out really soon. I can't wait. Ebony sat depressedly in Dumbledore's office with Hedwig, Satan, James, Sirius, Snap, and Lucian. Dumbledore was sitting in front of us cruelly. He looked more young than he did in the future. He had taken the iPod away and was now listening to a shitty Avril Lavigne song.
What the hell is this anyway? Haha!
Ebony hoped he didn't find out that she was from another time.
Whatever you do, don't blame Ebony, you jerk.
Seriously, she was trying to get Satan and Hedwig back together.
Be quiet, you Satanists. If you're lucky, I'll probably send you all to Azkaban. That will teach you to copulate in the Great Hall.
Then he changed the song on the iPod to an NSYNC song. Suddenly, Ebony noticed something strong about the iPod. It was slowly chonging. Dumbledore didn't notice.
You fucking poser.
Now, Ebony knew what the iPod was chonging into. Morty McFly's Tim Machine.
I've had enough of you Satanists in my school.
Suddenly, Ebony graped the iPod from him.
Everyone, jump in before it's too late.
Ebony jumped into it, but only one otter person jumped in. It was Satan.
You dunderheads!
Ebony looked around. She was in the Slytherin conman room with Satan. She was wearing a black plaid miniskirt with hot pink fishnets, a sexy black MCR corset, and black stiletto boots with pink pentagrams on them. Her earrings were Blake Satanist sins, and her raven hair was all around her to mid-black.
Hey, cool. Where is this?
This is the future. Dumbledore's iPod that he tried to take away from me was really also a Tim machine.
Cool. What's an eye patch?
It's something you use to listen to music.
Oh my fucking god. Cool. Wait, what's a 4-letter word for dirt?
I guess sand?
Yeah, I was just trying to make sure you were still the same person.
Suddenly, some of Ebony's friends walked in.
Oh my god, you're fucking alive!
Konnichiwa, bitch. Hey, who's that, Iboni?
Asked Bloody Mary, looking at Satan.
Oh, it's Satan.
Suddenly, Satan started to cry.
Are you okay, Satan?
Oh my fucking god, you're from the future one. What if you don't like M anymore, cause we're from different times?
No, I still like you.
Okay.
Ebony let him listen to Teenagers by MCR on her iPod while she was about to go outside to find out some things. Ebony gave a Willow a signal to keep Satan occupied. Satan fell asleep. Ebony took the iPod. She was about to walk outside. Professor Tolley ran in.
Oh my fucking god. Where's Draco? How did Snap get back here? I thought he was in Azerbaijan.
Ebony, I was so worried about you. But I know you can't fucking die because you're a vampire. Snape came back because that girl Brittany freed him. I never liked her. She was a bad student.
That bitch won. Did she also free Hagrid and Loopy?
Yes, they are on the loose at the school. Dumbledore is back,
Cornelia. Fuck. It's just Cornelia.
Dumbledore is back, Cornelie Fucker's on his way to help everyone. Tell everyone you see to lock themselves in their conman room.
Okay, but where's Draco? How come he was doing it with Snap?
I don't know why, but he almost tried to commit suicide after he saw you almost kill yourself.
Oh my God, that's terrible. Listen, everyone. I have something important to do in here.
Impotent.
Everyone stay.
Something impotent to do.
I gotta get a vasectomy.
I have something impotent to do, and its name is Hairgrid, that stupid baby dick bitch.
Then Ebony ran out. When she had reached the Great Hall, she saw Vampire Potter.
Oh my God, Vampira?
They hugged each other happily. He looked at her with his gothic red eyes and spiky black hair. He looked more like Joel from Good Charlotte than ever.
Oh, I was so worried you died.
I know, but I'm a vampire, lol. When I woke up, I was back in 1980, so... Anyway, I bought Voldemort from when he was young with me. Where's Draco?
Oh, Draco? You mean that fucking poser who betrayed you?
I know, but we have to find him.
Suddenly, all the lights in the room went out, and then the dork Mark appeared.
Oh my fucking Satan!
I think Voldemort has arrived. Fuck, I have to find Draco on. I guess we should separate.
Okay.
Then he dissipated. Ebony went into the greater hall. Ebony went into the greater shallow hell. Fuck you, Duplex. Chapter 43. Author's note. I think after this, I will have about 2 or 3 more chapters. Thanks to all my reviewers and Das Flamers. Oh, not Das Flamers. If you flame this story, then you suck.
Do you mind if I go and piss really fucking quick?
Hang on, let me finish this last sentence. If you flam, then fuck you. Oh, there wasn't an L. I thought there was an L in there.
You just took an L, my friend.
Oh, come on. Go piss, boy.
Oh.
Ebony walked sexily into the Great Hall. It was empty except for one person. Draco was there. He sat there in deadly bloom in his black 666 t-shirt and his baggy black pants. He had slit his wrists.
Yo!
Ebony felt Ebony felt mad at him for having sex with Snape, but she felt sorry for him. He looked just like Gerard Way with his red eyes and his pale white face.
Draco, are you okay?
I'm not okay.
Ebony thought of the MCR song and she got even more depressed because that song always makes her cry. She gave him a pot cigarette and he started to smoke it.
Oh, Draco. Why did you do with that fucking bastard Snape?
Draco began to say, but suddenly Lupin and Mr. Norris appeared into the room. They didn't
Give
see
me a reverb fart for that. For them suddenly appearing.
I'm so glad me and Snape were freed.
Damn, this job would be great if it wasn't for the fucking students.
Ebony yielded angrily, pointing her wand at them.
No!
Lupin shouted as chains came on him. Mr. Norris ran away.
You fucking perv! Now you have to tell us where Voldemort is or I'm gone to puncture you.
I don't know where he is. 11111.
Suddenly, Satan and Vampire ran into the room. Vampire didn't know who Satan was, really.
Oh, my Satan! We were so worried about you guys!
Ebony selectively took the caramel from her pocket, and then she began Frenching Draco sexily. Lupin gasped. Draco began to take all his clothes off, and she could see his white sex pack.
It'd be scary if it was black.
Whoa! Then Vampire took his own clothes off too. They all began making out together sexily. Everyone took their Glocks out except for Ebony. She a girl, lol.
Oh, my Satan! Draco!
Ebony moaned as he put his hardness in her softness. Then he did the same thing to Harry. Ebonby began making
J.K.
out with
Rowling
Satan,
so
and he
mad.
joined in. Lupin watched in shock. They all took turns doing torture curses on him while they did the thing because they were all sadists. Suddenly, a big black car that said 666 on it, license plate, flew straight through the windows. and Snap was in it. Chapter 44. Author's note. Well, I have nothing to say, but everyone stop glamming, okay? If any gothic people are reading this, then you rock. Oh my god, I still can't wait for the movie. Tom Fleeton is so hot, lol. I hope Harry will become gothic because me friend told me he is really emo in this book. Oh my fucking god, I'm leaving Dubia pretty soon. Can't wait. This will probably be the last chapter until I come back.
That's me car.
I shall free you, Lupin, but first, you must help me kill these idiotic dunderheads.
He said cruelly from the cars that flew circumcising above us.
Ebony, Darkness, Dementia Ravenway must be killed. Then the Dork Lord shall never die.
You fucking prep! I forgot to tell you, Ebony. Snape made me do it with him, even though Draco was the top. I didn't really have sex with him, but he's a rapist.
They all put their clothes on quickly except Satan. They were so scarred, but Satan didn't change. Instead, he changed into a man with gren eyes, no nose, a gray robe, and white skin. He had changed into...
Finally.
Voldemort.
I knew who thou were all along. Now I shall kill thee all.
Thunder came into the room.
Oh no, please don't kill us. Oh.
Suddenly, Willow, Bloody Mary, Diablo, Ginny, Dracula, Fred, and Gorge, Hagrid, McGonagall, Dumbledore, Sirius, and Lucian all ran in.
What is the meaning of this?
Voldemort looked away because Dumbledore is the only wizard he is scared of. He did a spell and suddenly his broomstick came to him sexily. Voldemort flew above the roof evilly on his broomstick.
The Dark Lord shall kill all of you. Then you must submit to him.
Snape ejaculated menacingly.
That's what Louis C.K. did.
You fucking preppy.
And then the homophobic F slur, which I will not say, because I respect gay people.
I know a 4-letter word for dirt. Cruciatus!
But the sparks from his wand only hit Draco's car. It fell down, Snap quickly crawled out of it, and picked up the video camera. Ebony started to cry because the video of her in the bathroom, the video of her donging with Draco, and the video of Satan doing it with...
I'll figure it out.
Filming everyone fucking. If you kill me, then these... Yo, that's a reference. Studios will be shown to everyone in the skull. Then you can be just like that gothic girl Paris Hilton.
Notable gothic princess, Paris Hilton.
FYI, I have a picture of you doing it with Loopy.
What's she talking about?
Oh, I saw too. She's gonna show everyone that picture.
Shut up, 111. Foolish ignoramuses. Thou shall all die soon.
Oh, think again, you fucking muggle poser.
Harry yelled, and then he and Diablo and Navel both took out black guns, but Voldemort took out his own one.
Oh my god.
You guys are in a Latin standoff.
Accio Neville's wand.
Cried Voldemort, and suddenly Neville's wind was in his hands.
Now I shall kill thee all, and Ebony, you will die. 11111.
He made lightning come all over the place.
Save us, Ebony!
Ebony cried sexily. She just wanted to go to the common room and slit her wrists with her friends while they watched Shark Attack 3 and Saw 2 and do it with Draco. But she knew she had to do something more impotent.
Catapult!